Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Welcome to my channel. This is Sun, Moon, Venus Divine Readings, and I'm very, very happy that you guys are here. Thank you for those of you on my Discord. I meant to get these out yesterday for both air and water signs. I did have a family emergency, but I think everybody's fine. I will find out more today, but I am feeling a lot better and ready to do these for you. I think that it's healing for me as well. Oh my gosh, one of my stones. Hold on. Okay. So this is when I call this one my grandmother's stone. I think I've explained it to a few of you. I found this when I was hiking in Las Vegas. I was actually there to pick up more selenite while I hike, and this one literally called out to me. So yes, I call it the grandmother stone. Okay, so here we go, you guys. Let's get into it. This week we are using, this is the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. I've been wanting to use it more. I just, sometimes don't want to use it because it, very, very positive readings come from this, which is beautiful, but I am weary of anything that I feel is toxic positivity, which, as long as we are growing, I think that it is positive. But if it just tells you to ignore your wounds or ignore your potential for growth, and that's toxic positivity. So anyways, let's get into it, you guys. This week we have abundance. Again, this is a candle for my subscribers that I create every week, and my intentions for you is that your intentions and your wishes come true with basically a theme, I guess. This one did speak to me of good luck this week though as well, so if you have been wanting that, if you've been wishing for that, then this is your candle. This is prosperity. It was really supposed to be happiness and joy, but the word prosperity kept coming out, so maybe it's like a lot of you need an abundance of joy, or just like to have that inside you at all times. And then this one is for true love, Gemini. So whatever those things mean for you, these are all meant for your highest self and the highest good of all involved. And of course, these are for my subscribers, so all you have to do to receive these blessings is to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. And let's get started, you guys. So Gemini, what is going on with you guys this week in your material world? If you are new, I look at material world and then we look at love. Spiritual world comes out a lot though, because of course, that affects both your material abundance and an abundance of love. Okay, so what can we expect, Gemini, this week in material world spirit? Thank you. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Beautiful. This is, literally like how joyful Buddha is in this one. But Buddha is also very still in this picture, in this card, but super, super joyful in their abundance, in their happiness and their stillness. So this is a beautiful card to get in your material reading, because what I'm hearing is that when you actually stop to see everything around you, you see how abundant you actually are. This is what I hear. Let's keep going though. For Gemini, this week in material world. Woo! 9 of Fire. I love this 9 of Fire. It is, still very inspiring. Of course, in a regular deck, this does remind me of a wounded warrior who has one last battle, but this one is very much that your inspiration is happening. It is coming true, as you can see by this magical lamp that she holds. And it's like these winged beings are blossoming off of it to help her with her desires. So I do think that something big is happening for you guys this week, something that has inspired you for quite some time. You're beginning to see a lot of it come true for you based on the actions that you've done. One more. Thank you. And the Magician, look at that. Yeah, you guys are definitely, there's something coming up for you guys very soon here. I do think the Magician is a number one. Oh, you guys have the Sun card. So yes, everything looks beautiful for you guys this week. I will say that the Magician is a new beginning, and even though the 9 of Fire is very quick moving energy, I'm kind of getting this idea that you will see a lot of benefit this week, but as far as like everything that you desire is happening. and it is happening pretty quickly. You might not see like a huge substantial uptick in your material world, but you are going to see a lot of the benefits this week. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to say basically that even though you are doing all of the work and you know that the outcome is going to be beautiful and abundant for whatever that means for you, you might not see, say if you are trying to bring in you know, a new home, for instance, if this is what your material world is focused on right now, you might find exactly what you want this week, or closer to the terms of what you want, and it's like something clicks, and so it actually leads you closer to the home of your dreams. I hope that makes sense. Let's clarify this. Oh, this is not where we're putting that today. We're going to clarify this with, let's see, Spirit, what deck? All right, we're going to use the Energy Oracle. This is by Sandra Ann Taylor. Beautiful Gemini needs to know what about the material world. I just heard what lights you up. So I think some of you are still in the question phase of what actually does inspire you, what makes you feel like you're fulfilled even at work. With the Ten of Water, that is ultimate fulfillment to me, because I'm so emotion and spirituality driven. So you know, obviously a lot of people think of the Ten of Pentacles as ultimate fulfillment, but for me it's like having this much joy where in my stillness I laugh as part of my meditation. That's fulfilling to me. So I do think that you guys are nearly there with the Nine of Fire. You're very close, and you remain inspired. So there's a spark for some of you, but for many of you that spark is coming into a full-blown controlled fire. We'll say that. There's a lot of energy behind it, but there's a lot of control as well, and the planning is just now, like I'm seeing it like burst into flames, but it's exactly what you wanted. Okay, clarify this Ten of Water, please, Spirit. My beautiful Geminis. Ten of Water for Gemini. What is this Ten of Water about, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. So the Ten of Water is showing me the fourth chakra, which is your heart chakra. So this is exactly where you feel the best. Intuitively, this is exactly what you want. And I do think that for a lot of you, it does have to be tied to your spiritual journey as well. It's like you wouldn't feel fulfilled if you were just getting a bunch of money. There has to be something that makes you feel, I heard more human, but divine is okay. That is the word, that is the phrase that came up, human but divine. Archangel Raphael rules the fourth chakra, your heart chakra. So if you feel like you're in a place where your heart chakra feels a little stuck, you can call on Archangel Raphael, and he will help you clear that energy. Bottom of the deck is the Thinking Woman. So I do think that a lot of you guys are still in planning phases, but it's like you're finally feeling like this is something that will have ultimate fulfillment for you. Okay, it's like you have the knowledge, you have the skills, and it's finally like, oh my gosh, I can see this coming into fruition, everything that I've been desiring. Okay, Spirit, what about this Nine of Fire for Gemini? All right, we're going to use the Sacred Creators deck. This is by Chris Ann. I am seeing progression. I do want to say that it does feel like for some of you, you feel like it's stalled out, like you have this really beautiful beginning and idea, and you feel like it's stalled out, but it's not. I do think that there's a new beginning coming up, and the stall may, it's, what is that? It's protection, not rejection, is what I'm hearing. It was divine timing. All right, this Nine of Fire, please, Spirit, for my Geminis. Thank you. Lead your metamorphosis. That is exactly, I mean, I do think that this is what's happening. I think that you guys, fire energy is leadership energy, even though that this is the Sagittarius card, which is pretty mutable. It is mutable. And that doesn't mean that you can't be a leader as a Sagittarius. It just means that you are more, the way that you lead, or the way that mutables have a tendency to lead, is to really take the pulse of the people around them. It's like, what is the best way for me to understand what others need or want or desire, and then I'm going to move forward from there. Okay, I'm going to kind of take a consensus from there. But when it comes to leading your own metamorphosis, I do think that you guys you took the bull by the horn, so to speak, is the energy that I'm getting. This is something that is like audacious on a level, but not in a bad way. Sometimes when, when I'm like, oh my God, the audacity of this person, it's actually a really good way of me to think about this. It's like, it's something that maybe you, Gemini, did not think that you could do, or perhaps something that someone else told you that you couldn't do. And so you're like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get the help from myself. Okay, I'm going to do what I have to do in order to make these things happen. With the Magician, the 10 of Water, and the 9 of Fire, and also with the support of Archangel Raphael, like, there's no way that you're not going to be successful. Bottom of the deck is one step ahead is all you need. So again, I do think that this stall is going to be over very soon. And it was something that just kind of held you back a little bit, just to make sure that you were protected. I do think that there was a lot of knowledge accumulation that needed to happen, and that's what it was. And so now that that's happened, it's time to take your step. With the Magician, that's what the Magician is telling you, is it's time to move forward. So let's get one more card here from these decks. Spirit, the Magician. All right, we're using the Angel and Ancestors deck. This is by Kyle Gray. Tell me about this Magician, please, Spirit. Dream and journey. So when I see this, this is a dream that you have had, and you're putting it into tangible means. It is becoming something that is part of your physical journey. Okay, something that is being grounded in this dimension, and you are able to move forward. This is being called by your heart, by the rhythm of the universe, to move forward as well. Drum energy is active energy, as the Magician is. It is calling you to take these steps forward and take your dreams from the 10 of Cups into reality. Okay. Bottom of the deck is winter. Take care of your needs. I do think that this is talking about the timing as well. So yes, take care of your needs, obviously. Take care of whatever it is. Soul care is what I heard before I heard self-care. But Spirit is also advising you that this is all taking place this winter. Okay, so we do have 2.5 months left of that. So wonderful. One second, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Okay. And one more. This is a message from your guides in the next 7 days about material world. Spirit, what do you want them to know? Walk away from the material reading, knowing for my Geminis. They do not like your beautiful light. It's time to move on. So for some of you guys, this inspiration is coming out of something that was a little bit difficult with the 9 of Wands here. The 9 of Wands, again, is the wounded warrior, meaning that they have been through many battles. But they have also come up on top every single time. And it's like that one last time before you win the war. But you're taking a break. Again, that's why I felt like things might be feeling a little stuck, but they're not. It's literally just a time for you to breathe before you move on. Again, we have a movement here. So it's a movement away from anything that was causing you a bit of stress, okay? With the bottom of the deck being document screenshots, cover your butt, cover your CYA. This is telling me that there are people around you who may be a little not defensive. In fact, I think that they were on the attack for some time, but you you have been doing the work to kind of push them back. If there is a work situation that does not feel like it's for your higher good, I do think that you're moving on from that, which is beautiful. But also in the meantime, you guys do need to make sure that you are documenting everything, okay? So if you don't work in a place where you are constantly on a computer, where you can jot things down, or, you know, CC yourself, or, you know, screenshot things, like take a journal and like write things down, like at 9:45 a.m. this person did the following and then blamed me at our meeting, or something like that. Like, you really want to document everything, because I do think that this will prepare you for your exit, which I think is happening. There's a very beautiful, inspirational, and brand new beginning happening for you guys pretty soon. Okay, so this has been your material world. Let's move on to your love life. If you are leaving me here because you aren't interested in your love life, that is totally fine. Make sure that you comment down below if this part resonated, and subscribe so you can receive your blessings. And obviously like this video, because that's very, very helpful for me. Let's move into love, my beautiful Geminis. As always, this is the Modern Love Tarot. All right, what do my Geminis need to know about love for the next 7 days, Spirit? Love for Gemini next 7 days. Love for Gemini next 7 days. Oh my goodness. 1 second, you guys. All right, we have the Queen of Wands. In this deck, she is very much Leo energy, but could also be Aries or Sagittarius. But she's got a giant lion on her tank top, so... she's very vivacious, very attractive. People just kind of come to her. And then there's the Four of Swords, so it's a break from the action, actually. One more. I'm hearing daydreaming. So 1 second, you guys. Thank you. And the Empress. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. So I do think that some of you guys have come out of heartbreak. If you're single, you are attracting someone very new soon. Some of you guys might have some strong Leo in your chart. Four of Swords could be Libra. And then the Empress is also, well, in this deck, well, in all decks, people really associate the Empress with Venus. I associate the Empress with Gaia, who is, you know, the mother of Earth, you know, the Earth Mother. But in this deck, the Venetian symbol is there. So could have Taurus in their placements or Libra in their placements. But to me, this is very earthy energy. So Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be significant placements, but it could just be someone who's really got this abundance mindset going on for them, and it seems very, very attractive to me. The Queen of Wands could just be, you know, someone who you find extremely attractive. And again, on here, even though we have 3 feminines, or at least feminine perception, I'm not really, you know, it doesn't matter, but we have someone who is extremely attractive, very active, very fun energy, fiery energy. And then the Four of Swords is obviously more laid back, more chill, really, you know, content with stillness, and that is a whole vibe. And the Empress kind of takes both of these energies, and she molds them together, in which, you know, if she needs to be active, if she needs to move, she's going to move. But at this point, she's actually, you know, quite happy in her stillness. With the Three of Swords energy, which could also be Libra energy, by the way, you guys, second decan Libra. It does feel like you guys could be moving away from someone. I do think that a lot of my Geminis, if you are feminine, or you, I actually heard if you're very comfortable with your feminine side, which is beautiful to me, but I also don't really do gender that much, so that was a weird thing for me to hear. But if you are comfortable in your feminine side, is what I heard. This is possibly your energy here. But I am also getting a big dose of attraction here. So some of my singles, you might be very much attracted to a woman who kind of, I feel like, encompasses all of these. Some of you, there's 3 different women, I just want to say. So whoever, you know, whatever your preference is, there's like 3 different people who are very comfortable in their femininity. Even though the 4 of Swords and Wands, so air and fire are both considered masculine signs, but in women, they can tend to come off as ultra feminine, as a Libra or a Leo feminine can. Let's keep going here and get some clarity, you guys, because I do think that for those of you in a relationship, it may feel like that there's a slight break in it, but it's like more, I'm feeling like more like a bit of calm. Okay, so maybe your person has to work all week, and so you get like the house to yourself is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. It doesn't feel like a breakup, although some of you have recently gone through that with the 3 of Swords, and you might be in this mode of finding someone new with all of these very attractive cards here. Like the 4 of Swords, like, you wouldn't approach her because she's clearly just trying to like relax and enjoy her vacation, but it's like you really, really want to. And I'm hearing like that's not a good idea. So for some of you, you've been wanting to approach someone who epitomizes for you like calm, cool, and relaxed, and Spirit's like, don't interrupt. Don't interrupt right now. Hold on just a second. I'm hearing that she's healing. So the reason why we're not interrupting is because you would be interrupting her healing. Okay. Or their hearing or his healing. It doesn't matter, you guys. All right. For my Geminis, let's clarify the Queen of Wands, please. Woo! Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. I also heard when this flew out, confidence. So when we surrender, it's because we're confident that everything that we want will happen. The Queen of Wands has mastered surrender. She knows what she's working with. She knows that she's good at whatever she wants to be good at. She knows that she is going to attract the person that she's supposed to be with. She's not concerned at all because and you know what, not everybody's for her, and she's okay with that too. Like, she's super confident, and she's not going to settle for anything less because she's already surrendered to the idea that her divine partner is out there, and Spirit might be asking you to do the same thing. It's like, you know, soak up this confidence of the Queen of Wands and know that, you know, maybe right now is a time for you to relax and really get to know who you are and love yourself and do that whole self-care routine. And I'm not saying that this is going to be like 1 week of self-care and then bam, like your counterpart moves in. But I do think that this is really telling me that there's a lot of healing that needs to happen. And you need to have the confidence in yourself, knowing that you can heal, okay? Knowing that really loving yourself and choosing to heal is what's going to attract in what it is that you want. Okay. Some of you, this is about, I'm just going to say, okay. Some of you, this is about like finding a routine, a health routine that works for you, okay? And the reason is because she's clearly at the gym, and then I like really can't stop looking at the words workout. So I'm not, you know, this is how some people meditate is what I'm getting. This is how some people heal. I know that sometimes when I'm having a hard time, or if I, especially if I get unreasonably angry about something, I go either for a jog if my knees allow it, but usually through the forest because it's nice and soft and cushy and very healing. Or I go for a hike, or I have some really nice gym equipment here, and sometimes like a strength training program makes me feel super strong and tough, you know, and I feel better. So this could be for you guys. You might be needing to do that to heal. Four of Swords. Wow. Manifesting miracles. Look at how laid back she is, and she's detached from any possible outcome because she is confident, like the Queen, that her Manifestations are going to happen. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Surrender and trust are part of your manifestations. And we have the Empress, who is the queen of manifesting. I should say the Empress of manifesting, because I believe, you know, our Queen of Wands here is actually the queen of manifestation. But the Empress here is very, very comfortable in her manifestations. I mean, it's not, she's created it. She's the one, she's the creatrix of all. So you guys are surrendering, and we're trusting right now that your manifestations about your love life are coming true. For some of you, I think that you're already in a relationship, and there's like this period of comfort that's coming up. But for some of you, I do think that this is part of your journey to your soulmate. One more, please, for the Empress. Thank you. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. There's creation is becoming a big theme for you guys. So I do think that this is about you guys. It's kind of like this is your how-to guide to bring in what you really want, which for some of you is this Empress energy. For others of you, it is, you know, an well, it doesn't really matter again. Like, I think that the Empress is kind of divine counterpart regardless of gender association, because she doesn't really require it. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. So I do think that this is about being still again, okay, in order to create new possibilities in your life. Bottom of the deck is sexual union. Yeah, so these two cards on the outside are super, super passionate. The Four of Swords is not considered a passionate card whatsoever. In fact, she's like, I'm good, you know, like I don't really, she doesn't want anything if it doesn't serve her highest good. But the Queen of Wands and the Empress are all about attraction. They could be a before and after picture too, if you want, if you really wanted to go there, because I kind of do. But like, so be careful is kind of my advice there if you don't want any pregnancies to happen. But honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, and there you will find true bliss. I do think that for a lot of you, what this is saying is that that is important to you, that passion is very important to you, and that it's not worth it for you to manifest just someone, you know, to be with on a physical level. You need this sexual union to become sacred. And if you haven't been there yet, then that might actually be on the table for you. But I will tell you that it's life-changing, and then you'll never want anything else but that kind of sexual union. Okay. All right. So let's do romance angels. Spirit for my beautiful Geminis. What do they need to know? Playfulness. She is the Queen of Wands. As a Leo sun, we don't really grow up, okay? We do grow old, but we don't really grow up. But yeah, so playfulness is part of her passion. She would never be with someone who she can't have fun with. Like, if she gets bored, she gets bored. Like, have you ever seen a cat that gets bored, and what do? They just like destroy everything in the house. Not that the Queen of Wands is going to destroy everything in your house, but like, she can destroy relationships out of just like, I just really don't find this to be fun anymore, and then it's over. And I'm not saying that this is her. She's quite mature, so it's not like she's gonna shut down like this. It's just very much like, let's figure out what's going on here, because I'm bored. And maybe this is her like, all right, cool, you know what, like, I'm bored right now, so I'm gonna go on a little mini vacay so I can find myself and I can float in a pool. Like, that's her energy, and if you can't keep up, you can't keep up, right? And I do think for a lot of my Geminis, this is your energy as well. You might have some strong Leo placements, but I'm thinking of my one Gemini girlfriend who loves to travel. And it's like the thing that we bonded over the most. And this is absolutely her. It's just like, okay, listen, this is my lifestyle. I absolutely believe that I can have children and enjoy my life and have fun, and that life is supposed to be fun. So are you on board or not? You know, she's got like that vibe going. And so I think that this could be you guys. And in fact, you're polar opposite of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is all about travel. And I don't know why that's coming up, but Jupiter ruled people do need to have fun as well. So that could be a big indication here for you guys. Let's keep going here. Ooh. that really wanted to fly out. Reconciliation. The Four of Swords may indicate that you are separated from your person. You might know this. This is why manifesting miracles came up. It's because you know that there is a person out there that is absolutely for you that you are separated from. Even if you do not know them by name, you recognize that there is someone out there for you and that you are in the space of healing in order to attract them in. And Spirit is saying that once you are in a space of healing, but also enjoying your life and also choosing yourself, also self-care, like whatever that means for you. Again, self-care for me can be play. It can be like snowboarding or skiing, you know, like getting out there and enjoying the outdoors. Like that can be very healing for me. So that could be also something that's happening. Once you're in that space where you are focused on healing your wounds, there could be a reconciliation on the table. Now, this clearly looks very like heaven sent. They're above the clouds. So this could be someone from your past life, not just someone from your past. Okay. So even if you have no idea who they are, there is a past life connection that's possible here if it's not someone from your past, this lifetime. Empress. Attraction. She's all, look at that. I told you guys that they're both like very, very big manifestors. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. There it is again. You guys are going to bring in, if this is, it really feels for my singles here, and because every single, you know, human in these, except for she's a goddess, but is by themselves, but like completely secure and happy and confident in themselves. And Spirit is like, when you are on this vibe and you are doing this, this is when you attract your person. And okay, when you are fully enjoying who you are and every moment, like you know, like you're just walking outside and you're like, what was that? And then you smell like a rose and you actually stop and you smell the rose. Like when you do that without like forcing yourself to do it, that's when you're going to start attracting in your soulmate. Okay, you guys, we have the wedding at the bottom of the deck here. This situation involves marriage, so I think a lot of you are moving into that, but it does talk, this is all talking about you loving yourself so fully that you manifest it. Okay, because your energy is 100% love, and you are going to attract what you are feeling, what you are thinking, what your vibe is. That is what you are attracting. All right, Gemini. And maybe some of you are attracting like big love, you know, in the way that it's poly, if that is your lifestyle. And that's absolutely wonderful and beautiful as well. This looks very lovely to me. This whole thing is just filled with love, but it starts with yourself. Okay. All right. Woo. These are the Island Time Wellness cards, by the way. Addiction flew out. Codependent, obsession, possession. Controlling has a block, and restraint. I think the block is, okay, what I'm hearing is the reason why we were thinking about working out and making sure that that you are playing and having fun here is because there could be an addiction that has worked a number on your self-confidence. This is what I'm hearing, okay, Gemini? So it could be anything, you know, your relationship with food could be it, or, you know, empty calorie drinks, you know, like pina coladas. It could be that relationship. But the fact is that it looks like something that you have an unhealthy relationship is trying to work its way out through a healthy relationship. Okay. So, and this is with yourself. It's not a healthy relationship with food or a healthy, I mean, yes, obviously, but it starts with yourself. Okay. That's very interesting that's coming out for you guys, Gemini, especially at the beginning of the year when everybody's like, I'm going back to the gym or whatever. You know, I do think that this could be that it's been on your mind a lot, Gemini. And so Spirit is giving you this aspect that is like, yes, you know, there is like possibly an overindulgence in something, but you have what it takes to get through this, you know, absolutely. And once you address that, I do think that we have some beautiful, beautiful stuff coming up for you. All right. The butterfly, see? Relationship ending to the, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. This Four of Swords is all about healing. And once you guys are working on that like full time, I do think that you are going to transform not only who you are, I'm even getting like there's a physical transformation for you guys. So I think that if you do have someone from your past, not a past life, it's like they almost won't recognize you. This is absolutely really cool. And I'm not like, I 100% like, like her curves are for real, for real. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna, like, no shame in anybody's game, right? Like, both of these are beautiful bodies, and I love all of them. All three of these are beautiful feminine bodies, like in all different forms. And even a little bit, I would, you know, she could stand to have a little bit more meat on her, not gonna lie here, but it's whatever makes you happy in your body, in your own soul. And I think that it comes down to and it's not like these are all healthy practices. Like, there's no binging here, you guys. There's no, like, oh god, like, I won't even get into like the whole fat phobia thing in this world, but like, you know, as long as you are doing things that really take care of your body, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be, you know, up your butt about anything. But yeah, choosing yourself, choosing your body as this beautiful temple, whatever that means to you. And there's working on it again. So this is definitely, yeah, you guys, whatever working on it means for you. I don't want to push you to any weird diet. So I don't believe in diet culture. I think that it's very harmful. And I want to make that very clear. I do believe in healthy habits, though. And I do believe, obviously, in moderation. You know, but even those, I'm thinking of my father right now, because my father, you know, had to be admitted to the hospital, and he is a retired Army Command Sergeant Major. Like, he still, up until like the day before he went to the doctor, was waking up every morning to work out. And turns out he needs a pacemaker. And the only thing that we can really pinpoint is possibly his eating habits, because he is from the South, and that's all I got to say about that. So, but he's a very healthy person. And so Spirit is like, it could just be the one thing that there is an overindulgence in, and wants you to kind of look at that and see how you could make that more moderate in your life. Okay. So it's like going from working out all the time to going to this really beautiful balanced energy that she's sitting in here. And how do we compromise those two things so that we can be in our Empress energy? I hope that makes sense for you guys, because I am getting like this beautiful balanced energy out of you guys. But I do think that addiction came up for a reason. Okay. And this card came up for a reason too. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. And it seems like it went like this, right? Like, there was just this up and down in that entire thing. But Spirit is like, let's not sabotage ourselves by doing anything that is just going to feel like it's repetitive before. Like, so if there's like a diet that you like rely on, right, and you lose 30 pounds super fast, and then you put it back on twice, but you know that if you need to lose 30 pounds, all you have to do is do that diet. Spirit's like, stop doing that. Okay, stop. You're sabotaging yourself. We are going to be persistent in our healthy eating habits, period. Okay, so no more diets. We don't do diets here. All right. That became a really big thing. And I can't help but think that these are like, you know, okay, that might be mushrooms, but, you know, still hungry. It doesn't matter. You know, something natural. It could be something like as easy as switching up one portion of your day, instead of, you know, eating a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh my God, that sounds bomb. But, you know, every day for lunch, like, fine. But we're going to have vegetables with it. Okay. Something like that. This is what I'm getting. It's not going to take a huge act. You know, it is one single hammer, one single nail that we're going to get perfect. Okay. And we're working on it is the best part of that. Photograph is looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. So for some of you guys, like I said, this is somebody from your past that's coming back, and they totally check you out. But for others of you, I just saw that one of you looking at a mirror and or looking at an old photograph of yourself and saying like, oh, I want to get back there. And Spirit's like, hey, listen, I want you to look in the mirror and see how rad you are as you are right now, and let's not work on that. I don't want the tape in your head to play about something from the past. It doesn't matter if it's a past person or a past version of you. We don't want to play that tape anymore. We're going to change the new tape. We're going to, okay, nobody does tapes anymore, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to change that up, and we're going to just work on the things that we can do in the present, in moderation of all things, because I think eventually this act of love for yourself is what brings in this amazing outcome, you guys. All right, so woo, the way that came out, soul contract. Again, I kept saying soulmate. we didn't really see it. We saw wedding, sexual union, which is soulmate energy to me, and reconciliation. We talked about that. So I do think that you guys have somebody out here that you have agreed to be with in this lifetime, Gemini, and it is about you really loving yourself so that you can attract that person in. And then the bottom of the deck is to be careful of false twin flame. And what I heard was like, you might have had someone who put a lot of their issues on you. I mean, not that anybody can make you do anything, but if like, say food is the way that you cope with things, they could have said something like, that seemed like it wasn't harmful, but it really did a lot of damage to your sense of self. Okay, so Spirit is saying your true twin flame, like your real person that would be there for you, is gonna love you regardless. All of this work needs to come from a place of, I want to live and I want to be healthy. Like I want good things for myself, not of a place of, I feel damaged, or I feel like I'm not at my best when I look like this. I feel like I'm not, you know, like we're not doing that to ourselves. We're only picking ourselves up and telling ourselves that we have everything in us in order to be balanced, healthy, and filled with love. Okay. One more message. Oh, this got long. I'm so sorry, you guys. Last time I looked at this, it was only 20 minutes. So my bad. All right. One more soul message for my beautiful Geminis. No. Okay, well, I guess we're taking that one. Self-care now. I hope that you didn't click off, you guys, just so that you could see what Spirit was trying to tell you. Some of you need to choose yourself, okay? Whatever self-care means to you, this is what we're doing, whether it's lying in a bath with a floaty, apparently, I don't know. But, you know, and I think what it is really telling us that we need to indulge in self-care, okay? We do want to do it. We want to make it happy and fun and playful, but we're also going to do the things that are relaxing and good for our soul and meditative, okay? And then that brings us to our Empress or divine feminine or masculine in ourselves, okay? Within ourselves. That will attract your divine counterpart, no matter what your gender is. You are new to this world. I think that is for specific Geminis, not all of you. Okay, so you will know if you are brand new to this world, I think. All right, you guys, so this has been your reading. I truly appreciate that you were here for this. I am honored by your presence, and I am so excited to continue to move forward with you guys in this new year. And thank you for being here once again. Please make sure that you subscribe to receive your blessings. Comment down below if this resonated, and give me a huge thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.